Hey guys, I'm going to be reviewing Arrow 116, Dead to Rights. It's a 10-year Arrow-versary. 10 years since the Arrow pilot aired. So it's fitting that I'm doing an Arrow review today, which I did not plan 16 weeks ago. But here we are. So we're nearing down season 1. We have, I think, 5 episodes, 7 episodes, somewhere around there. I don't know what 23 minus 16 is, but I think it's 7 episodes, but yeah, we're nearing down season 1. So you guys enjoy the review. Hit the like button on subscribe if you're new. 2 vacations on. Let's jump right into the reviews. So it opened up with a helicopter landing at a helipad, and the cops rushing to get there because an assassin's getting off. They knew about it. Oliver shows up as a vigilante, gets a guy who got off, aka Guillermo Barrera, and he was an assassin for hire. He was on the list. Oliver killed the guy with an arrow to the heart, and Hall shows up on the scene and knows the vigilante was there because the arrow was there. Dig was teaching Felicity how to keep herself protected in case something bad happens. Oliver goes to meet McKenna. They're going to Tommy and Laurel's for his birthday. And there was a tease or a mention that Sarah had a canary item, which would be setting up Sarah to become the White Canary, like she does later in the Arrowverse. Just an Arrow in general, but also Legends and Flash and all that. Malcolm shows up at Laurel's place. Malcolm is getting some award. He wants Tommy to go. Then they went to a Bloodhaven apartment where Floyd Lawton is at. China White goes there to meet him to try to convince Lawton to murder Malcolm. Because remember, at the end of 115, Mora hired the Triad to murder Malcolm Merlyn. So just to get her out of the entire undertaking thing. Frank and Moira planned for Malcolm's death at the award Malcolm is getting. So, you know, the undertaking is months away. Malcolm told everyone that. But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing because it's getting faster for Malcolm. Well, it's good for Malcolm, not good for anyone else. It's going to be something. But we know what the undertaking does if you watch Arrow. If you don't, you'll find out. But the fact that it's months away compared to years away because the Queen Consolidated and all that, Malcolm was happy about that. Felicity mentioned her middle name is Megan. I don't think it was mentioned before now. At least in season 1. Obviously, it's been mentioned several times following the season, like when I proposed to Felicity, when they got married and all that. But I think this is the first time we ever learned her middle name. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. A restaurant the assassin called to. Oliver wants us to make a reservation for 2. He went with Tommy, and they talk about Tommy's mom dying, what happened to Malcolm when he disappeared for 2 years. He came back, he was cold. Oliver tells Tommy that he has a lot of anger toward Robert, but he would do anything to bring him back. And then he sees one of the assassins in the restaurant, follows him, and takes the one guy out, doesn't kill him, and then shoots ketchup or whatever in one guy's eye, Chinese guy, trying to see what they know. He said he wasn't part of the Triad, but knows that they're trying to take someone out the next day. They didn't know it was Malcolm. They weren't really part of the Triad, but they knew something was going on. And they mentioned that Oliver spoke perfect Chinese, which, how would he learn that? We learn in later seasons. The vigilante called Quinn to help get the assassin. Quinn tells Hall to get ready to get the vigilante. So their number one priority is getting Oliver, or the vigilante, not saving whoever the hell Lawton's going after. Lawton got a new suit. Tommy is going to Malcolm's award ceremony. Laurel's mom calls her after Tommy left. Malcolm must have dinner with Moira after the award ceremony is done. Frank Pike is giving a speech for Malcolm to give him the award. China White is there with a black-haired wig on that way, because she had white hair. I think everyone would probably notice her, at least her knew her. And I'm assuming Malcolm probably knew her, because if Moira did, you'd assume Malcolm did as well. So Oliver called Quentin, telling him Malcolm is a target. Dig and Felicity found out, and Dig ended up telling him when he was with McKenna in the club. They set up the fire alarm, the Triad did, and the guys started attacking people around Malcolm. Malcolm goes find Tommy, and he takes him upstairs to get out another way because he figures someone's trying to get at him. Lawton wants Malcolm driven upstairs to his penthouse, which is kind of the direction they were going. It wasn't really at first, but then it was. There were guys up there waiting for Malcolm to go upstairs to take him out, but Tommy was there too, so Vigilante showed up, takes him out. Malcolm heads upstairs to the penthouse because there's really no place he can go besides down, and that's not really safe for him. Oliver shows up to fight Oliver. Two guys confront Malcolm and Tommy. Malcolm kills them both in front of Tommy. The entire penthouse floor is on another grid level of electricity, meaning if they shut the power off, the entire place will still be on lockdown in that penthouse. The glass is bulletproof, which means he can't get shot through it. Malcolm was about to show Tommy he was a Dark Archer, then Lawton shot an explosive at the window, destroying it. Lawton got several shots off at Malcolm, and then he left. Oliver has China White dead to rights. Hall shows up, Oliver gets a distraction going, and he leaves with China White. Well, China White left, I'm pretty sure as well, but Oliver got out of there. Malcolm had bulletproof vest on underneath, but the bullet was poison, like Lawton's MO is. So Oliver tells Tommy he needs to help them. Malcolm was poisoned, and then he reveals himself to Tommy that he is a vigilante. Tommy's going to say a shock to Oliver's vigilante. He starts setting up equipment. Malcolm ends up waking up. Oliver leaves before he can see that he's a vigilante. Tommy tells Quentin and Hall that the vigilante helped him and saved his dad, Malcolm. Moira sees that Malcolm is alive. Oliver goes to the bunker and tells Dig Lawton was the one who shot Malcolm. That's why he was in the hospital. Or why Malcolm was in the hospital. Oliver tells Felicity after Dig walks away that Lawton killed his brother. Oliver goes to see Malcolm and Tommy and ran into McKenna. Tommy tells Malcolm the vigilante saved him. You can kind of see in Malcolm that he changed a little bit in that scene when Tommy told him. Because this is a big thing, right? The fact that the vigilante saved him. Obviously, I think he's piecing together the vigilante doesn't know that he's a Dark Archer, because even if he did, he probably wouldn't have saved him. But also because it's Tommy's father, he did, right? So I wonder if he's going to connect the dots on that or something later on. A place where the League works out of Nana Parbat, which we've known about throughout the entire show of Arrow, pretty much. Malcolm said it's where he went during those 2 years, which we do know is the case, because where would he learn to fight like that? Everyone's for these League of Assassins. Moira goes to see Malcolm. Malcolm knows someone betrayed them in the mist, but he doesn't think it's Moira, and he wants her to help track down this guy that helped go after Malcolm. Oliver goes to see Tommy and told Tommy he was never going to tell him he was vigilante. Laurel's mom shows up at her apartment, and Laurel's mom thinks Sarah is alive for whatever reason. Which, I don't think she actually comes back till season 2, but it's midway through, so that's something. Overall, this is a good episode. I'm glad we're finally digging into Malcolm and the Dark Archer stuff again. It took 6 episodes, but, you know. Again, pretty good episode. Again, 10-year Arrow-versary today. I came into the Arrowverse during the Flash season 3. I think it was the one in Future Flash where Barry went to the future. Or it was a few episodes before that, I don't remember. But I went through Flash season 3, 4, 5, and 6. Before, or I think Flash season 3 through 5 I watched, just Flash alone. I was watching the crossover, didn't really care to watch Arrow. Because I didn't really know about season 6, and season 6 was not great. Then season 7 came along. I think I started watching towards the end, and that was setting up Hour's death and Crisis and all that. And I started watching season 8 because I binge watched all 7 seasons of Arrow in between Flash season 5 and Flash season 6, because that was when Arrow season 8 would be on. So in between that time, it was like 4 months or so, I binge watched Arrow like twice. And going to this night, it was emotional to watch because of like I've been a part of since the beginning, but I wasn't obviously. But the past, what, 5 years of me being in the Arrowverse, past 2 years of being an Arrowverse content creator, I mean, the Arrowverse has been so much to so many people, including myself, and the fact that it's made it to 10 years, it's a good thing, but it's also a sad thing because we're down to 2 shows, Flash and Stargirl. Flash is ending, Stargirl probably won't continue on season 3, I mean. So after that, we're done. And Justice U probably won't be part of the Arrowverse. Sumail and Lois decided to be cowards and not be part of the Earth Prime, be part of the Arrowverse. I mean, we're down to 2 shows and none of them are on besides Stargirl, and Stargirl has no mentions to the Arrowverse besides Jay Garrick. So if they were planning on bringing in Barry for Stargirl, this would be the week to do it, but they won't because they didn't plan ahead on that. Nor did they know season 3 was even going to premiere now. They didn't know when because CW didn't tell them when. They finished filming literally over a year ago. So there's no way that it could have gone Grant in Stargirl season 3, especially for this week, even if they wanted to. It was just a full-on thing of what the hell's going to happen here, right? It wouldn't have happened either way. So, yeah, it just wouldn't have worked out, which sucks. And I'm recording this October 9th. You guys are seeing this October 10th. So I want to get this out a little bit earlier than I normally do. So I don't know if the CW is doing anything. Probably not for the 10-year Arrow-versary. I'm assuming we'll get something from Steven, from Grant. I wouldn't be surprised, especially Grant. But it's something going to be a big day of Arrowverse fans and all that. Because remember last year, I think Steven said some things about the 9-year Arrow-versary, but this is the 10-year. That's a big thing. So I'm assuming Steven will definitely say something about that, hopefully. And again, I'm assuming Grant will. I can't see him not saying anything, unless he's super busy with filming. But, 10-year Arrowverse, it's really cool. We're going to look back on this and the 20-year Arrowverse, obviously, 10 years from now, or even 5 years from now for the 10-year Arrowverse. This will be a thing no matter whether we have an Arrowverse show on or not. Probably not, especially in 5 years, probably even a year, there probably won't be any on. But I think it's still sentimental to say that, we still have Flash, one of the biggest shows, the longest running show in the Arrowverse. We still have that show on. Is it on now? No, but it's coming on in 2023. So I think we still have some leeway here to be like, okay, maybe they could plan out to where an episode of The Flash is on during the 10-year Arrowverse, 11-year Arrowverse. It's not 10-year, but 11 years, at least still an Arrowverse, right? That's something that we can look forward to, although who the hell knows. If they start early 2023, 13 episodes, you probably want to be done as soon as possible and not drag it out in case they'd be cancel them. Probably wouldn't be on until October. Again, Stargirl will probably be done after season 3. It doesn't look good, especially with the ratings, because CW isn't on to promote anything. And with Mark Pedowitz leaving, it just does not look good. So it's a depressing time for the Arrowverse, but it's also a sentimental time because it's 10 years, right? 10 years. Everyone's going to be looking back today for you guys, but tomorrow for me. I know there's some major projects being revealed tomorrow for the 10-year Arrowverse, like posters and fan-made trailers by Everything Arrowverse YouTuber. We've all been following him since he announced this, so it's going to be a big thing, as it should be. So yeah, thank you guys all support. Happy 10-year Arrowverse. Thanks for watching the video. Have a good day, have a good night, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.